How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Skaz Talks. I start off, apologies for my voice. I don't know if I've got hay fever, I've never had it before, or a cold or whatever, but I'm completely bunged up. So yeah, I'll start off with something that I started off on my last video with. I need to apologise for calling Pride Month fucking LGBTQ Celebration Month. Or Support Month.
That's just totally wrong. It's just like wrong.
I'm sorry, there's no excuse. I post about it all the time and I just had a complete brain malfunction because I hadn't done this in a while. Anyway, since my last video, I've been to a couple of concerts, one small one with my dad actually in town, who's introduced me to this new band. Gonna plug them a little bit now actually. They're called Boyzooga. They were playing in Leicester and they're an up and coming Welsh band who are just awesome. I absolutely love their music. And yeah, I'm going to be one of those indie guys. I did it with Catfish and the Bottlemen. I'm going to do it with these. I'm the first one to listen to them. Alright, so when they're big, you can all come to me and say, yes, thank you, they were amazing. You were so good, you saw them first.
Oh, shut up.
But yeah, here's a small clip of some of their music now. And the other one I went to see was Ed Sheeran at Wembley, and I have to say, even though I don't like the guy, why see him at a fucking concert then? You know, I have to say, he does put on a really good show. He did it all just by him on the guitar. He was there for like 2 hours, bless him, still on his own. And all the music he was overlaying with his own voice and his own guitar, and that was it. And it was really enjoyable, so good one, Ed. Now onto the topic of today's video. I wanted to talk specifically about LGBTQ plus representation in media. So that involves films, TV programs, celebrity coverage, so magazines and stuff, and even in books. I think the biggest argument that I come across, people resisting the movement for equality for them, is don't push it in my face. You know, I'm fine with it. It doesn't gross me out as such to say, but just don't force it in my face. And people need to understand that seeing people out on the street kissing, same-sex couples, that's exactly the same as straight couples out on the street kissing. Like, no one's trying to shove it down your throat. They just want it to be equal representation for them both. Something really important to note is that in today's society, if you are part of that community, you're going to have conflicted feelings as a child because everything is orientated around straight couples, you know, romance, sex, anything like that. The representation that you get is going to have to be really important, and at the minute most of the representation that they're getting is either the butt of a joke to portray being evil in a character. That's really quite common with the trans community. And also, if they are put in a positive light, it is often about the struggles that they're going through, but they're brave and defiant, so they can overcome all the obstacles and stuff, which, yeah, might be supportive. If you're not mentally prepared for that as a gay person, then you just want to have representation to say that you can live a normal life and your sexuality has no bearing on it whatsoever, which I'm sure a lot of straight people would support. They're just like, you know, don't make a big deal out of it. But the reason that they are making a big deal out of it is because they don't have that. They don't have that natural living state where they can just be themselves without having to overcome this huge obstacle, you know. That's what was that? Get the shit out of me! So yeah, just a short video today, guys, because I just wanted to stress the importance of, as a straight person, just fixate your mind on the idea of growing up as a kid. You can't relate to straight relationships or romance or whatever, and it just doesn't appeal to you. You know, if you are part of that LGBTQ plus community but you don't recognise it yet and you're struggling to find yourself, media at the minute does not create an acceptable environment for you to do that. Just imagine not being able to relate to anything because the only community that you're part of is represented in media by mocking, by being seen as evil, and possessing personality traits that you just don't have as a person because you know you wouldn't do things like that. So basically the path it's giving you is saying you might be able to relate to these people's sexualities, but their lives are not going to be a comfortable fit for you. The reason it goes over a lot of our heads as straight people is because there is so much representation out there for us in so many different forms and genres and stuff that we'll be able to find what we can relate to from like a child, because we have so much to choose from that it's just become normal. So you just walk past people kissing in the street, you just casually watch films with there being straight relationships and you don't pick up on it, you know, because you're just so used to it, you're so comfortable in it. But if you're not that, then you can't relate to it, can you? So you need some representation that is similar to your characteristics and does follow a path that you want to follow when you grow up. So yeah, just to clear up the don't shove it down my throat thing, at the minute, if that's what you want to call it, you know, they have to, because we need to achieve that diversity in all of our media. So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in this video. My most recent video will be popping up on the screen now. As always, leave a comment or send me a message of any questions that you have with regards to the video. I'm happy to talk about it, because you know that's what I'm here for, just trying to just trying to help educate people and ease the process for those striving for equality. So yeah, follow me on Instagram, that's where you can direct message me. And yeah, as always guys, it's been Skaz Talks, and I'll see you later.
Sun went down, I had to really